Hello students, welcome back to the channel Maths Insider. Today's topic about solving the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So in the previous video we have learned how to solve the quadratic equation using the factorization method, but here we will use the quadratic formula. So we'll recap of the quadratic formula. Then secondly, we'll see step by step solving the quadratic equation using the formula. We'll use some practice questions, and then we will go through some important exam tips along with the mistakes that we generally do, and then we go for quick revision. So watch till the end of this video. This is a very important topic. Okay, so let's recall about the quadratic formula. So for any given quadratic equation, say ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, which is the standard form of quadratic equation where a is not equal to 0, the quadratic formula is given by x equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So where a, b and c are all constants of the given quadratic equation. Also the discriminant is given by b square minus 4ac, which is under the root. So this discriminant is used to find the nature of the roots. So what we will do, so first, so these are the step by step methods what we should follow to solve the equation. So first write the quadratic equation in standard form. So in case of factorizations also we have to first write this in a standard form. Secondly, we have to identify the constants a, b and c of the given equation. Now see, find the discriminant value of d. Now in some of the cases students directly put all the values and find the roots, but I would say first find the discriminant, because the advantage of this is that you will easily determine the nature of the roots. Sometimes what is that the nature of the roots is imaginary, then we will stop there and will not proceed further. So that also helps to find the nature of the roots. So we will find the value of d. In any way, the d you have to find it out. So once you find the d, you put the value, then solve for the roots. So these are the steps we will follow. So let's take an example. So solve x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Step 1. So write the quadratic equation in standard form. So already the given equation is in standard form. So step 2, what we will need to do is that to identify all the constants from the given quadratic equation, that is a, b and c. So for the given equation x square minus 5x plus 6, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 5 and c is equal to plus 6. So 1 minus 5 plus 6. Now step 3, we will find d, the discriminant, using the formula d is equal to b square minus 4ac. Now putting the value of b, a, b and c to find d. So d is equal to minus 5 square minus 4 into 1 times 6. So 25 minus 24, which is equal to 1. So now you can understand why we are finding d. So first we can able to see the nature of the roots. So the nature of the roots are real, and we'll find the two distinct roots. So then we can directly go for step 4, where we will apply the quadratic formula to find the roots. So solve for x. X is equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So minus b plus minus root over d. So instead of b square minus 4ac, we need not have to calculate, already d is calculated. So we'll putting all these value of b, a and d, we can able to find the roots of the equation. So b is equal to minus 5, a is equal to 1 and d is equal to 1. So putting the value of b, a and d. So minus of minus 5 plus minus root over 1 divided by 2 into 1, or x is equal to minus minus become plus, plus minus 1 and 2. So step number 5, which is the final step, solving for the roots. So there will be two root. So first root, how we will get x1 equal to 5 plus 1, we are taking, divided by 2, which is 6 by 2, which is equal to 3. And second root, we will take minus. So 5 minus 1 by 2, which is 4 by 2, that is equal to 2. So 3 and 2 are the roots, as we have found from the step 3, the discriminant. We find that there are two distinct roots and they are real, and the roots are real and distinct. So final answer, the roots are x equal to 2 and x equal to 3. So roots are real and there are two distinct roots. It's very simple. Follow these steps, then you can able to solve this kind of quadratic equation easily. Now let's take the second example. So let's take the example 2. So solve for the given quadratic equation 2x square plus 7x plus 3 equal to 0. So again we'll follow all the 5 steps one by one. So step 1, write the equation in standard form. So already the equation is been given in the standard form, so no need to further convert it into the standard form. Now step 2, what we will do is that we will identify the constants a, b and c for the given equation, that is 2x square plus 7x plus 3 equal to 0, a is equal to 2, b is equal to plus 7, 3 is c equal to 3. Now step 3, find d. So d is equal to b square minus 4ac, putting the value of a, b and c in the formula. So what we will get, this equal to 7 square minus 4 into 2 into 3, which is 49 minus 24, which is equal to 25. So d is equal to 25, which is greater than 0. So that means there are two distinct roots and the roots are equal. So this is the advantage of finding d. So you can able to get both the things. You can able to find the nature of the roots as well as you can able to solve the equations. Step 4, use the quadratic formula now to solve for the equation. So we know the quadratic formula is given by x equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a, or x is equal to minus b plus minus root over of d by 2a. Now putting the values of b, d and a in the given equation. So b is equal to 7, a is equal to 2 and d is equal to 25. So we have got all these values. Now x is equal to minus 7 plus minus root over 25 by 2 into 2. So x equal to minus 7 plus minus 5. So 25, 5 square is 25. So if we take the square root, till 5 divided by 4. Step 5, now the final step, solve for the roots. So we will get two distinct root. So first root, how we will get? We will take x equal to minus 7 plus 5 by 4. That means minus 2 by 4, which is minus half. Second root, we will take minus 7 minus 5, not plus 5, minus 5 by 4, which is minus 12 by 4, and it will give minus 3. So we get two roots, that is minus half and minus 7. This is the final result. So the final result is, or the final answer is, the roots of the given quadratic equation are x1 is equal to half minus half and x2 is equal to minus 3. So this is very simple. Now let's take the third example. Example 3. Solve for the quadratic equation x square minus 2x minus 1 equal to 0. So step 1, what we will do, first we have to express the whole equation in standard form. So already the given equation is in standard form, so we need not have to do any changes. So x square plus bx plus c is the standard form. Now step 2, identify the constants a, b and c from the given equation. So here a is equal to, so from the equation x square minus 2x minus 1 equal to 0, a is equal to 1, b equal to minus 2 and c is equal to minus 1. So we have identified the constants with the proper sign. Step 3, now we will find the discriminant d. So d is given by b square minus 4ac, putting the value of a, b and c. So d is equal to minus 2 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 1, which is equal to 4 minus of minus 4 into minus 1, which is plus 4, that is equal to 8. So d is equal to 8, which is greater than 0. Again, the roots are real and two distinct roots are there for this given quadratic equation. Now step 4, solve the roots using the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula is given by x equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Always remember this formula, minus b plus minus root over of d. So instead of b square minus 4ac, we can write d by 2a. Now we are putting the values of b, a and d. X is equal to minus of minus 2 plus minus 8 by 2a, that is 2 into 1, or x equal to plus 2 plus minus root over 8 by 2. Now step 5 will solve for the roots. So first root is x1 equal to 2 plus root over 8 by 2, which is equal to 2 plus 4 into 2 by 2. Now square 4 root is 2, so 2 will come out. So 2 plus 2 root 2 by 2, we can take 2 common and become 1 plus root 2. Now important note, here what we can see, the number under the square root is 8 and is not a perfect square. So it is not a perfect square. So root over 8 is equal to 2 root 2, and the roots are irrational. So the roots which we got are irrational number, as root 2 is a irrational number. So the whole number, the whole root that we'll got is an irrational number. So therefore here the roots are real, but they are not rational number, they are irrational number. Second root, x2 equal to 2 minus root over 8 by 2. So 2 minus 2 root 2, taking 2 common, 1 minus root 2, 2 cancel, 1 minus root 2. So these are the two roots that we have got from the above, solving the above quadratic equation. So the final answer, the roots of the quadratic equations are, given quadratic equation are 1 plus root 2 and 1 minus root 2, which are irrational numbers. So this is easy. So if you see the three different problems, they are of two different type. In first case we got the integers, in the second case we got the fractions, and the third we got the root as irrational numbers. Now the common mistakes that generally the student do well while calculating this quadratic formula, or when they evaluate this quadratic formula, so forgetting the negative sign before b. This is very important. Sometimes we omit the negative sign, and then in the whole process we end up with a wrong calculation. Writing wrong values of a, b and c with proper sign. So sometimes we mix the values of a, b, c while calculating the formula when we are substituting the formula, and therefore we generally make the mistake forgetting the sign plus minus, which we use minus b plus minus. So that has to be keep in mind, and making the calculation mistake while finding the roots. So what is the principle is that always first calculate d and then substitute d in the actual formula, instead of putting all the value and then calculate it. That will definitely, we will make mistake, and the whole thing will go wrong. Now, what are the most important examination tips? So here write the quadratic formula first, like x equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This you have to keep in mind and recall every time. This is important. Then second, what we need to do is clearly mention the values of a, b and c from the equation with proper sign, that is x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So identify the values of a, b and c, then calculate the discriminant d, which is equal to b square minus 4ac, putting all the value correctly and then calculate it. Simplify step by step for the roots of the given quadratic equation. So write both the roots separately. So these are all the steps you should follow during the exam. Now let us quickly revise what we have learned so far. So a quick revision. So what we have learned, how to use the quadratic formula to find the roots of the given quadratic equation or to solve the roots. Secondly, step by step method to find the determinant, and that will also help to determine the nature of the root. And finally, both the roots. Third, solving the different types of problem where the roots are either integer or fraction, or they come as an irrational numbers. So these are the things that we have learned so far, and always remember, don't get puzzled if the answer comes in irrational number. So we have seen that irrational number is a part of roots. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. In the next video, we're going to learn about the relation between the roots and the coefficients. So we'll try to understand what are the different relations which is there between the roots and the coefficient. Hope you have liked. If you like, please share with your friends and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you.